Hey guys, V. Ragoni, Max, high performance real estate entrepreneur. So we're going to be talking about today, and by the way, if you like the content, let's subscribe to the channel, right? And let's smash the like button. What's it take? You know what I'm saying? What does it take to do that? Show a little love. You know why? Because this is about the hate. Now, I've been getting some hate lately, and it's kind of interesting. You know, you talk about real estate, you talk about, there's the old term, you're a landlord. I like to prefer, you're more of a property owner, and you have multifamily buildings or single family homes, and you're running a business. But then you get the hate. Now, I like the comments. And listen, I find the hate almost kind of, it's entertaining. Because in some cases, it just shows such a level of ignorance that it's like, oh my God. You can bring it to the people, you can put it in front of them, you can spoon feed them, and they still don't get it. Now, sometimes because they don't even believe in capitalism. And I get it. There's a big group of people out in this world today, especially those that have been educated in the school systems in the last, 15 years, in which, our history is bad, capitalism is bad. Well, let me tell you, there aren't no Americans trying to get into that Venezuela right now. They're all just coming here. And you know why? Because they got the socialism going on over there. They got the dictatorship going on over there. And the people are all just trying to get here. You got to wonder that if this system is so bad, then why isn't everybody here trying to leave? Instead, everybody's trying to get in by the millions. Now, that's commentary aside. Now, let's just talk about what the comment was. So I'm doing this thing on, what I do. Talking about, owning real estate. And the guy comes back and says, like, I don't know, something like, hey, you guys are all the scum are landlords, because you guys, the prices are up high. Well, and I'm like, really? Is that the way it goes? I don't think so. Number one, if we were the scum, then why is it that the government incentivizes us, people who own rental properties, in order to own rental properties? Why do they incentivize it? Why do they make it possible? Why do they want us to own the rental properties? Well, it's because we provide housing for those people who can't figure out how to save money, who can't figure out how to invest money, or just are down and out. And not, and it isn't just because of choices. Sometimes people are just in a bad situation. And then there are some people who just want to rent. They're building all these luxury apartment buildings everywhere. You think they're doing that because people are down and out and they just need a place to rent? Yeah. Housing comes in like, we call it workforce housing. And, there's middle-class housing, all right? There's luxury housing. Well, they're building a lot of everything. And so really the bottom line is that when you look at this stuff, you say to yourself, what kind of mind thinks that because you provide housing and you get rent and you pay the bank, you think this guy thinks that we're putting all the money in our pocket. Property taxes, where do those property taxes go? Oh, they go to pay for the library. They go to pay for the police department. Oh, they go to pay for the school district. That's where property, take care of the roads. That's where the property taxes go. Now, what else? Well, it goes to pay for the mortgage, right? You own a piece of property, you put a mortgage on it. Who gets it? Well, the mortgage company, What else? Then there's the insurance. People pay the rent. Right? Do you think it's that property is insured for free? No. And then, by the way, who works at the government? People. Who works in the insurance company? People. So by paying those premiums, people pay the rent, you pay the premiums, people have jobs. By the way, I think we're talking about capitalism here. I think that's what we're explaining. And in the end, the government wants us to do this so badly that they actually give us tax incentives to do it. Yes, they know that if you're going to put your capital, like as in capitalism, you're going to put your money, more money, into real estate, and you're going to put it at risk. Because when you invest in something, in order to get a return, you got to take a certain amount of risk. Now, we both know that, the risk-reward ratio is always there, and you got to adjust for it. You just want to throw it to the wind. Well, then, get on DraftKings and just, start betting in sports. You may not end up with much money, or you may end up with big money. Either way, it's not, one way is not going to be real pretty at all. And the other way, you're going to end up with a lot of money, but you may not be able to keep it. We all know why. But when we're talking about investing in real estate, and why are we doing that? Yes, there is a there is an investment, a profit motive. Landlords just don't go out there. Property owners just don't go out there just for the sake of. We're not Cabrini, you know, Saint Cabrini, the nun. They made a movie about her just recently. We're not her. In the same token, we do provide housing. We do provide a place for people to live who don't have a down payment, who don't have credit. That's at the first level of housing, right? Then there's the different levels of housing: luxury housing, Airbnbs, Verbos, all those kinds of things. There's a place for people who own property where other people want to rent it. Does that make you the scum? I don't think so. But hey, everybody's got problems. I can't solve this guy's problems. He's got to solve his own problems. Now, that's just the way this goes. And so you just got to understand, there's a reason why we own property. It makes us wealthy over time. It is not a get-rich scheme. It requires work and effort. It requires thinking and knowledge, activity. It goes under the effort part, right? And it requires a functioning economy in order to participate in what I call the American dream. The American dream isn't just a house, a picket fence, and a job. Maybe on the most basic level. For me, the American dream, capitalism, is all based upon growing, being able to reach the level in which your talents, in which your aspirations, in which your goals and dreams want to take you. And if you don't want to participate in that, and all you want to do is say, hey, because that person is making money, they're a scum. That's on you, but man, that is on you. Open up your mind. Because for as young as this person was that was saying this, it's really sad to me that he's in a country in which capitalism is the form of economic drive in the country, and you are so unaware of how it works. So let me tell you, if you're listening, if you're that person, this is not a personal attack. This is like saying, hey, let's figure it out. I'm glad you watched the video. I'm glad you left a comment. I'm sad that you think the way you think. Now, for everyone else, come on, let's get at it. Let's get after it. Let's think big. Let's start now, and let's grow fast. Talk to you soon. Let's get out there. Let's make it happen.